3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back to Vapor Sports. This is our second video. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I had to take down yesterday's video, kind of made a few changes, and I'm gonna re-upload it. It's not up as of recording, but by the time this video's up, it'll be up before that. So that's what happened there. Joined again by Tate to my right on the screen. How you doing, man?
Doing alright.
Alright, good stuff. No NFL news, but we are here because my Denver Nuggets upset the Clippers and became the first team in NBA history to come back down 3-1 twice in a single playoff. And I think they may be the best comeback team in NBA playoff history, maybe in NBA history. I don't know. I remarkable, man. I remember sitting there and it was towards the end when the Nuggets were up by like 15-20, and me and my dad were just stunned. We didn't even know what to say. We were just sitting there like, oh my god, this just happened. And like, we just sat there during the post game, just not saying anything. And like, it wasn't like anything super interesting was going on, but it's like we couldn't get up and like process what has happened, man. And what did you think, Tate? What was kind of your reaction?
Yeah, well, I was watching the first half, and I remember the Clippers were up early, really just like they were dominating the game for most of the first half. I think the Nuggets, they had like some streaks going, and then I think, once Jamal Murray caught on fire, I mean, he had 40 points, Jokic had 16, so I mean, Murray, they really couldn't stop, and just it seemed to carry on until the second half.
Man, he had that one shot in the fourth quarter when the Clippers were kind of cutting at the lead but weren't really doing much. He had that one shot where he just ran and like turned around and just kind of, it looked like he kind of just chucked it up there. And I, of course, was like Googling something at the time because my dad was like, look this up, we gotta know. And so I missed the fucking shot, and he was like, Logan, did you see that? And I was like, no, I was Googling something for you, man. But, oh, wow. I don't know what to say, man. And I mean, if the Nuggets like barely won this game, if it went to overtime and they barely won, I'd feel a little less confident. But people are saying that, oh my gosh, LeBron James, he has his 4th ring already. Like, the Nuggets beat the favorites for winning the finals in a lot of people's opinions. Like, you can't... They counted them out against the Jazz. They counted them out against the Clippers, and rightfully so. I counted them out against the Clippers, but I'm not gonna count them out even if they're down 3-0 against the Lakers. I'm not gonna count them out. And I was just thinking this morning, man. A lot of people lost some money, and a few people made a shitload of money off of that.
Yep. Well, I guess the question is whether the Lakers are going to have that same challenge, because again, the Jazz, were up 3-1, Clippers were up 3-1, and really you have to figure out kind of where did all this kind of chaos and collapse happen. I think for the Clippers, it just came from, as you saw in Game 7, like Kawhi wasn't making shots, Paul George was 4 out of 16 shooting, 5 turnovers, just really not like efficient. I think it's because of the amount of games that they were playing. Again, it was a Game 7. You have to put it out on the line. It's like it's all or nothing. I think we expected a lot from the Clippers as far as Kawhi and PG-13 really just dominating. But again, I think it's either because just the amount of games they were playing and their shooting was poor, and I think that really had an effect on them. So yeah, I'm actually really proud of the Nuggets. Again, yesterday I picked the Clippers. I wasn't really expecting this much of a point margin, but I think the Nuggets and Lakers is going to be a really interesting series to watch. So we'll see.
Well, I mean, the Nuggets were a 7-point underdog in the Game 7 in a series where they had already come back twice and outscored the opponent. It was like in the fourth quarter in Game 5 and 6, they outscored them like 60-something to 30-something, something kind of ridiculous. And then, gosh, man, I tell you what, like looking at the news this morning and all the different networks and analysts, talking about whatever, something I definitely noticed is very few people gave the Nuggets much credit. They were like, oh, I mean, yeah, the Clippers played terribly. Like, I'm not going to deny that, but you also can't deny the fact that the Nuggets played fantastic defense, one of the best defensive performances in that I've seen in a long time personally. They had a great offensive performance in Game 7 and 6 in the fourth quarter. I believe they shot 7 for 9 on three-point shots. That is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous percentage of three-pointers made. They couldn't miss those threes. And the Clippers missed everything. And I just think that people don't really give the Nuggets enough credit. I think they're like, oh, the Clippers, they choked, and they did. But I also think that the Nuggets had the heart, they had the spirit, they had the drive, and the Clippers had none of that. And that's why I think, you can blame a lot on the Clippers, but I don't think people are giving the Nuggets enough credit.
Yeah, and I definitely think Denver Nuggets coach Mike Malone was a big part of that. Like even watching him on the sideline, he was kind of guiding, and he was at least more energetic as far as like his coaching and tactics. And
Right.
Doc Rivers was kind of more like watching the game. And that's not really a big deal, but I think it definitely had to do with the confidence. Once the Clippers started going down, they didn't really have a guy to look to, and I think that guy would have been Kawhi for sure, but he kind of faded at the end. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing for the Clippers, but again, I give all respect to the Nuggets for not giving up. 3-1, and now they have a chance to go to the finals. It's just how big of an obstacle is LeBron and AD and the Lakers. So we'll see.
I think with how good Murray and Joker have played, I think it's a possibility. I definitely, if I had to pick between the two, I would still pick the Lakers. But I am super high on the Nuggets, and I probably wouldn't bet money on this series because I think it could go either way. And I still think that saying LeBron has his fourth ring already is a little unfair. But yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Quick episode here. We'll probably have maybe a prediction episode. We're thinking about doing some live reaction to the Broncos-Steelers game this weekend. Subscribe for more content. This is a little bit experimental for me. I'm not used to this type of content, but I'm having fun with it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.